there are no deca millionaires just doing vending machines. Everybody's going after these vending machines, and quite frankly, I'm sick of it. And the reason why I'm sick of it is because people are not seeing what's actually happening with vending machines. Vending machines are not the best way to get rich. I've done real estate for a long time and I've done vending machines, and I will tell you there are cons and pros to both. It depends completely on who you are. And so I'm going to dispel this myth right now so you can see what's actually happening. First, let's talk about the cost of actually getting in. You know what? Scratch that. I'm going to save that for last. Let's talk about actually the benefit of scaling. My Airbnbs on average do about $2,000 per month, which means I have Airbnbs doing $4,000, $5,000 from one deal. One vending machine on a high end, if you did $1,200, $1,200 on a single vending machine, you would be lucky. That's the difference. So then you actually need significantly more vending machines to actually hit financial freedom. If you get 10 vending machines, you can probably hit, think about this, 10 vending machines, you're probably doing maybe $8,000, $9,000. If I had 10 Airbnbs doing an average of $2,000, guess how much money I'm doing? I'm doing over $20,000 every single month. That's amazing. So then when I tell you that I have 24 Airbnbs, you can do the math. I think I have 25, maybe 26 by now. I don't know. But the point is over 25, right? But vending machines, they take a lot more time to scale. The hardest part of finding an Airbnb is actually getting the owner to agree. You don't have to own a house. You're actually going to take someone's house, put it on Airbnb. The hardest part is actually finding a house. This is actually easier than finding a good location. Finding a good location is significantly harder for vending machine businesses. Why? Because good locations have high foot traffic, and look at cities. Where are people having high foot traffic? Only a small, really select few places. And everybody that's going after vending machines knows these places. Everybody knows these places. So then you're competing against maybe 10, 15 other people. Vending machine locations that are really good are super hard to find. And so then you're actually going to have to put in more work. You're going to have to find more contracts. You're going to have to follow up some more, etc. The average time for me to find a new Airbnb location is 2 weeks. That can take you 6 weeks or more. There are some weeks, let's say during COVID, where everyone stops traveling. Boom, where's all the foot traffic? No one's going to the club. No one's going to the apartment buildings. No one's are doing these things. So now all the vending machines are actually losing money now. But my Airbnbs during the pandemic, guess what? My Airbnbs doubled. I actually got more Airbnbs during the pandemic, which is why I doubled down on real estate, because it makes that much more sense. Let's talk about automation. Now, everything that's inside of a house, because it's such an old industry, is not really specialized people that you need. Cleaning, anyone can clean. And you can teach almost anybody to clean. You have people who take care of the AC, people who take care of plumbing, electricians, etc. People who know how to change a door lock. These are common things that you can find so many people that know how to do. Why? Because real estate is one of the oldest industries in the world. So you can have so much more help. And there's also so much more information online to help you scale. Vending machines. Where do you go to get help? Do you know someone that can fix a vending machine? Yeah, exactly. Now, I do. But the point is, it's so much harder to find people who actually fix vending machines because it's a brand new industry. So you might be looking for someone to help you fix your vending machine if it breaks down. And then you actually realize that, hey, there's actually nobody in your city. They're actually 2 cities over, and you need to pay them to come in, which is going to cost you double. These are some of the things that people don't talk about with vending machines. It's either that or you're going to have to learn to fix it yourself, which means that vending machines off the bat are less automatable than Airbnbs. Real estate is highly scalable, highly automatable. How do we know this? Look at some of the biggest conglomerates in the world. Do you know any big vending machine companies? Any international Airbnb companies? I didn't think so. Do you know international real estate companies? Plenty. Because there are trillions of dollars in this industry. In the US alone, there's over $20 trillion of real estate. So then, no, over $5 trillion of real estate, right? Which means in the US alone, there's enough for you to be a billionaire and me to be a billionaire and your friend and your friend's friend's friend. to be a billionaires. And that still not be a drop in the bucket of how much you can actually own in real estate. That's how big the industry is. Think about that. 1 trillion is 1,000 billionaires. 1,000. And if you were just saying, okay, it's good if I were just at 600,000 or 1.5 million, there's so much money in real estate. In vending machines, I don't think so. So then even if you were to go overseas, there's money there too. There's money in Costa Rica, there's money in Mexico, there's money in Jamaica, there's money in Brazil, there's money here in Suriname where I'm recording this. That's the beauty of real estate. And once you learn that, you can do this anywhere in the world. But is that the case with vending machines? No, it's not the case. And that's my point. If you're looking for an industry that you can actually do for the rest of your life, I don't think vending machine is that industry for most people. Yes, it's a good way to start. It's a good way to gain money. But if you get into real estate is something that you can take to the grave. Well, how do I know this? Because there's actually been so many examples. I don't need to recreate the wheel. I just need to follow the wheel that someone has set before me. It's very simple for me to do something that thousands of other people have done and provided a blueprint for. That's what makes real estate so great. Something breaks, there's a manual to fix it. Over here, vending machine breaks, panic for so many people. And that's the part that they don't talk about. And if something breaks, guess what? You're on vacation in Dubai, you get a call. Hey, the vending machine is broken. Now you have to spend the entire day trying to find someone to fix it because you didn't set it up before you left. Versus if something breaks in real estate, I can find someone on Facebook, buy that night, have it fixed by tomorrow morning. Easy. That's the beauty of real estate. I don't have to stress because anything that breaks in a house, someone in that city can fix it. This is true for every single city in America. Not the case for vending machines. And then if you're in Dubai and you can't find someone, guess what you got to do? Let's say 5 machines break down. You got to fly back because you're the only one that knows how to fix it and you got to deal with it. Not so for real estate. That's the beauty of real estate. You can disappear for a month. You can disappear for 2 years. If you have real estate, that's the beauty of it because everything can be automated and you don't need to fly back for every emergency. But for vending machines, you can't do that. You got to come back. So then when I've been traveling for 2 years and I tell you that I'm in real estate, you know why. It's because I can disappear. And if there are problems, somebody else can fix it. And all it is finding money and paying them and the problem is solved. You can't do that with vending machines. This is the problem. So I'm showing you, in case you want the entire picture, vending machines, Airbnbs, that's the full breakdown. There is more to consider with what you can do, how much money you can earn. It's actually more than that. Obviously, real estate is going to be more stressful than vending machines. However, it's more scalable, which means that you can pay someone to handle the headaches of real estate than you can for vending machines. Real estate is something that you can do for decades. Vending machine is something that you can maybe do for a couple of years, especially when you're younger because you have time. There are no deca-millionaires just doing vending machines. There are plenty of deca-millionaires doing real estate. I hope that puts the argument to rest. You need to get into real estate. You need to get into Airbnbs. Vending machines alone is not going to make you rich. It's not going to make you financially free. I hope that helps you. All right, people, peace. I will see you in the next video. Continue to make more money. See you over there.